Hey Heart fans, Butch Hartman here. Don't forget to like and subscribe to this video. Thank you so very much. Glad you're here. Also, I'm doing commissions now. If you guys want me to do a drawing for you, click the link down below. And won't that be fun? You know what else? Share this video. Because by sharing, it means you're caring. It means you're doing something nice for other people. Anyway, all right, hey guys, I'm so glad you're here. This is a segment of my show I call Toona. It's all about the entertainment industry. I talk about cartoons, I talk about, TV shows, movies, and of course, YouTube, anything that's entertaining and anyone who wants to come on and talk. If they're awesomely cool and influential, I want to talk to them, get behind the scenes info on what they do and how they do it. And today is no exception. I got a great guest. His name is ASF Jerome from the channel, ASF Jerome. He's got a couple of channels. What's his other channel called? It's called
JeromeASF.
JeromeASF, yes. So check out that channel. He's got like 9 different guys, massively successful. And I hear he's one of the nicest guys in the world. I can't wait to talk to him. So I know he also is very into video games. His channel is based on video games, and he's primarily a Minecraft guy, a game that I have never really played on my own, but I love watching other people play it. It's a fascinating game, and it's really cool. I want to get to know him a little bit better, so let's go to our interview with ASF Jerome. All right, hey, I got ASF Jerome on. What's up, dude?
Hey, nothing much, man. It's good to meet you.
Dude, it is awesome to meet you. I gotta ask you, what does the ASF stand for? Are you allowed? Is it something you can say on Family Friendly?
Yes. Yeah, so it stands for Awesome Sauce Films. It's a tribute back to one of my old YouTube channels that I started with a old friend of mine.
Oh, very nice, dude. How long? I'm so impressed by your channel. I've been watching it like most of the week, and you got so many videos. You've been on forever. How long have you been on for?
So I actually just passed my 12-year anniversary on YouTube, which was March 30th, 2008.
Oh my God. Can you believe 12 years has gone by? Is that crazy?
No, I can't at all. It's crazy because I was still in middle school at the time. So it's just so strange to me.
You're like in your mid-20s, late 20s now?
Yeah, so I'm 26.
26, dude. Oh man. I think I have shoes that are 26, but Hey, so
no, honestly, I actually grew up watching a lot of the cartoons that you were working on at the time. So like Fairly OddParents, Danny Phantom. Those were a huge part of my childhood. So it's pretty incredible to meet you.
Man. I hope you enjoyed watching them at least a little bit anyway.
I absolutely loved them. That's
cool. Yeah, well, definitely the entertainment world has changed for sure. Because if YouTube had been around like in a real way back when I was your age, I'd have been doing it too. I'm glad you jumped on it. That was cool.
Yeah, no, definitely. It's I got really lucky at the time when it came out. YouTube was like 2 years old, and I was just a middle schooler looking for a new hobby. I was bored, and I got lucky that YouTube existed.
I love it, man. And now, did you start off your channel? Let's just start with you a little, because we want to talk about you. This is all about the ASF Jerome show here. So, you started as a middle schooler, and you had like, would you have a Mac or like a PC back then? What'd you have?
Yeah, so I had my parents' old computer. They had a computer that was like going out the door, and I was like, no, I'll take it. And somehow this ragtag computer that was falling apart, I made it work for like the first 2-3 years of YouTube.
Nice, dude. And then so did you start off playing video games like from day one, or did you have like skits you did, or what'd you do?
So we put out really embarrassing skits with me and my other friends, and they were so bad that they actually ended up not wanting to do them anymore. So then I was like, okay, what can I film by myself? And then I was like, well, why don't we take my passion, video games, and record that? And at the time, that wasn't very popular at all. It was kind of a new idea. So to give you an idea of how long ago it was when I started filming video games on YouTube, the largest gaming YouTuber had just hit 80,000 subscribers.
Isn't that amazing, dude? That's just
it's crazy. Yeah.
Wow. And to see these guys, guys like you with multi-millions, even guys even bigger than you with,
oh yeah,
like Mr. Beast and people like that with like multi-million. It's just incredible what a business it's become.
It's insane to me. When I first started, my big dream was to be able to pay for my own video games with the money that I was earning. That was my big dream. Like if I could get to that point where I no longer had to do chores around the house to get a video game, I would have been happy.
Well, life is a series of goals, man. You've totally surpassed. I love it. Hey, so so you're 26. Where do you live?
So I live down in St. Petersburg, Florida, but given all the craziness going on right now, I decided, if I was going to quarantine anywhere, it might as well be with my family. So I actually drove back up from Florida. It was a long drive to New Jersey, and I'm currently at my parents' house, just the house I grew up in.
In Jersey, okay. And are you doing okay through quarantine? Everything's okay? Your family's good?
Yeah, they're all good. I think everyone's bored, but that's
Yeah.
same story for everyone, right? We're all in this
Yeah, well,
together.
I keep trying to encourage people, and I'm sure you do too, ways to be creative at this time. It's like a great time to make more videos, write more books, write more stories, and things like that. You know.
Oh yeah, exactly. And I've absolutely loved reading comments. I've seen tweets as well from people that are saying like, "Hey, now that I have all this time, I'm actually going to try and do some YouTube, or I might try and stream on Twitch."
Oh
And
heck
it's
yeah.
really cool to me. People want to take this time where normally they would be doing nothing and saying, "Hey, like let's get creative. Let's make some new stuff."
No, exactly. I mean, even like a guy like me, I was in Nickelodeon for 20 years and Hollywood for all this time, and launching into the YouTube universe a couple of years ago was a blast. But it becomes a real business, doesn't it? Tell us about you had to become kind of a businessman, didn't you?
Yeah, so that was a little strange for me. Because at the time, I was just putting out content all willy-nilly all the way through my first year at college. And it was at the very last month of college that things really started to exponentially grow on YouTube. And I was like, okay, maybe I should start thinking about this as a business. And from there now, over the years, it's changed and gotten different. But right now, the production side of the company is about 7 people strong. They're all amazing. Some of them work as just video extras. So their job is just to show up and perform as extra talent in the videos. We have 2 editors on board because we currently put out about 5 videos a day, sometimes a little more.
Whoa,
And then, of course,
stop. Wait, whoa, stop 1 second. I mean to stop you, but you put out 5 videos a day?
yeah. So we every single day we meet up usually around 10 a.m. And by the end of the workday, we usually put in about anywhere from 9 to 11 hours, depends on how much streaming I do. But yeah, we put out 2 videos a day on the main channel, 2 videos a day on my second channel, 1 video a day on my Roblox channel, and then 1 piece of live content usually every single day.
Wow, unbelievable, man. And listen, I put 2 videos a week, maybe 3 on a good week, but we have a smaller staff than you. But man, it's amazing you could do this much work with 7 people. And 2 editors working their butts off, aren't they?
Oh yeah, no, my editing team, a big shout out to them, and big shout out as well to the just recording team. Even the video extras that come in, these people are really dedicated to what we do, and they put in their energy every single day. And if it wasn't for the help of them and a couple dozen cups of coffee a week, I don't know if it'd be possible.
Man, I am just so impressed with you. You're such a nice guy. What a nice guy to work for, man. You're just such a sweet boss.
Oh, well, no, thank you. I appreciate that. That really does mean a lot.
Well,
Yeah.
you're giving your staff huge shout outs. It's awesome.
Yeah, no, I mean, like I said, without them, none of this would be possible.
No, it's true.
And especially, they've all been super understanding and working extra hard given the circumstances now, because we know that there's a lot of people out there who just need a little comedic relief. They need a little entertainment right now more than ever.
Okay.
And if that's the little bit that we can contribute, then we're just going to give it our all for now,
Dude, I love it. And gosh, it's so cool. I got a couple more questions for you. So you're primarily Minecraft, right? That's you, like, pretty much Minecraft guy.
Yes, yeah, that's what helped me grow in the beginning of YouTube. And there's been other games along the way, but Minecraft is the big game. That's
right.
the one.
I got my Minecraft hammer here. I brought this Minecraft. I could break through things with this. I'm looking for a prop for this interview. Going, I have this giant hammer. It's from a Fairly OddParents movie, and I'm like, I could use this. But Minecraft is a game because it came out after I was like already past, I guess, the video game age. But I never got into Minecraft, but man, it's massive, isn't it? It's massive game.
Oh God, yeah. I don't know what the exact number is, but I know there's been a couple 100 million copies. I think a couple 100 million copies sold of the game. The player base is larger now than ever. There's a popular server called Hypixel, and we were looking about a week or 2 ago. They passed 100,000 concurrent people on the server. That's mind blowing. That's one single Minecraft server with 100,000 people on it.
On a daily basis, like every day.
Well, no, that wasn't on a daily basis. That was at that exact moment. So that day they might have logged, God knows, 500,000 people. I don't know the exact number, but that was at that exact moment.
What comes close to Minecraft? Like Fortnite? Would Fortnite be up there with Minecraft?
Fortnite surpassed Minecraft in terms of players for a short while, but even Fortnite's taken a little bit of the back burner now. And to my knowledge, Minecraft took the peak again. I don't know if that holds true right now, because I know trends have definitely changed given quarantine, because you have a different demographic of people now having more time at home to play than before. Beforehand it was largely the younger audiences, younger player bases playing. Now you have full-blown adults. Like my friends even are like, hey, I got nothing to do today. You want to play some COD? And I'm like, maybe later. But it's strange. There's an older player base now. So I don't know if the trends have changed, but to my knowledge, Minecraft is still the top.
I've got to make a point of getting into it. You're gonna laugh when I say this. The last video game I played in a real way was Batman Arkham City, like 10 years ago.
Oh my gosh, dude, that was a great game, though. To be fair,
that was a killer game. I just love the fact that Batman could do anything, and your last punch was like a slow motion punch. Very cool. The graphics were awesome on that. Hey, and you're playing Bloons now, right?
Yes. So Bloons was another big game recently that took off for us. Funny enough, so we started playing Bloons back in, I want to say 2012 was the first Bloons I put out there. Somewhere around there was like my senior year of high school. And it was killer at the time for me. And then out of nowhere, it didn't perform as well as it should have. So we took it off the channel till about 2016, started doing it again, took off again for about a year. Then it stopped doing so well. And then December of 2019, we hit it up again or September of 2019, sorry, hit it up again, and it took off again. So Bloons is one of these weird things on my channel where it blows up for a few months and then it just fades away. And I don't know why, but every couple of years it comes back.
Now, what game, other than Minecraft, what games can we look for in the future? I mean, I'm sure everybody out there who's way younger than me knows this, but what's a hot game coming up that you can predict will be awesome?
Absolutely, it would be Hytale. Now, unfortunately, they haven't really given a hard release date, but Hytale was so popular. Their trailer ended up surpassing something insane, like 30 million views on their trailer in the first month that it had come out. Nowadays, the trailer's been out for over a year, and I'll just do literally the quickest of YouTube searches here, but Hytale trailer, let's see, boom. Hytale trailer. It has, at the moment, 56 million views. To give you an idea of how, so people are pumped for this game. It's going to be insane.
But it's not even out yet. I mean, as of this recording, we're recording this in May of 2020. So when does it come out?
They don't know yet. So it keeps getting a little bit of delays, but all for good reason. For instance, they had Riot Games, who's one of the largest publishers of games at the moment, come in, and I believe they might have bought out the studio making it. I could be wrong about that, but I think that's true. So they're really just putting on a lot of finishing touches. But in my opinion, the reason why this game is going to be so huge is because same way that Minecraft allowed the average player to get as creative as possible, do whatever they wanted in this crazy block-based world, Hytale's doing the same thing, but on another level. They're adding in a lot of support for the modding community there that Minecraft, although allowed for mods, never really helped them out. Hytale supposedly is helping out the modding community in a big way. They're going to allow people to really change their game and add on to it. They're also kind of pushing servers to the forefront. So basically taking what normally would be a single player game like Minecraft, and the same way that Minecraft had servers come out and allow for multiplayer experiences, they're just coming out the gates and saying, no, like this is going to be a largely multiplayer game. Here's a list of already developed servers that are incredible to play on. So the things that they're talking about doing are just mind-blowing, and they're going to allow the average player to just do anything they could ever imagine in a video game.
Now, that's a computer game or a console game?
It's a computer game, but I think they have plans to do console later on.
Very cool, man. Hey, are you ready to play some Fairly OddParents trivia?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay. Now, you'll win nothing except the honor of knowing a lot of Fairly OddParents stuff. Is that okay with you?
Absolutely. Let's go. I might have to brush it up because I haven't watched since I was a kid, but let's do it.
No, it's okay. And by the way, I will not be offended if you get these questions wrong. I'm just excited to see what you know. Ready? Here we go. Okay. What is the name of the alien who had a crush on Vicky?
Oh, the alien had a crush on Vicky.
Hey, talk like a surfer dude. Yeah.
Oh, no. Oh.
Kenny Humans. Remember him?
I know exactly. I'm picturing him, and I don't remember.
Okay, his name is Mark Chang. Remember Mark Chang?
Mark Chang, yes.
Mark Chang, right. Okay, very good. Well, that was close. We'll give you almost, you kind of got into that. So that's a warm-up question. Here we go. Okay. What is the name of Cosmo and Wanda's son? What's the name of their son?
Poof.
Boom, got it. Nicely
Got it.
done. You're on a roll. Very good. Let's see. What happens to godchildren who no longer need their fairies? What happens to godchildren when the fairies go away? What happens to them?
They get their mind erased of any memory of the Fairly Odd Parents.
Dude, you're doing this is amazing. See, the
Yes.
first question was just a warm up. You weren't ready. Now you're.
It was a warm-up one.
This is perfect.
I needed to get the old hamster on the wheel need to start turning up there.
Exactly. The Throwback Thursday. Here we go. So, which girl has an obsessive crush on Timmy? What girl?
Oh, is it Tootie? No.
Tootie. Oh my God, Jerome, dude.
It was?
It was Tootie. Yeah, you got it.
Yes.
Good.
All right. Good.
Very good. Look at you.
For some reason, I was stuck between Tootie and Lucy. I don't know why Lucy, but that was.
There's no Lucy on the show, so I'm glad you did not go with Lucy. That was a good choice. Good choice, man. Okay, here's another one. Let's see. Okay. Here we go. What's the name of the Crimson Chins? You know the Crimson Chin?
You're gonna say his arch nemesis, the Bronze Kneecap.
Oh my gosh, that's right? You got it.
I finished the question,
dude. Oh man, that's like extra points, and you win, dude. You win my respect. Very big, huge for Jerome. Nicely done, buddy. Well done. Hey, very good. Here's an extra one if you could go this. If you could go one more.
Okay.
Who is the girl that Timmy Turner has a crush on? Really pretty girl that Timmy has a crush on. Tell me I'm pretty.
Oh, I know. She had the black long hair.
Yes. What'd she wear? What kind of outfit did she wear?
It was a dress. It did have a white white skirt.
White skirt.
Yeah,
like a
white skirt.
Top.
Oh, gosh. Oh my gosh. I'm literally picturing her. I know.
Her name begins with a T. Her name begins with a T.
Trixie.
No, keep going. Keep going.
Was it Trixie?
Trixie, boom, you got it. It was Trixie.
Yes. Oh my gosh.
Dude, the vault of knowledge was opened and you did it, dude. Congratulations. Well done. Actually, you do win something. I'm going to do a drawing for you. I'm going to send it to you, and I'll do a drawing of you.
Really?
I will send it to you. Yes, I'm going to make sure I get that to you. But also, at the end of this interview, what I do is at the end, I'll draw something on the video. So if I were going to draw something for you on my channel, what would you like me to draw for you?
Anything at all.
Anything at all.
Could it be me in like a Minecraft style world with a pickaxe?
Oh my gosh, yes. I'm going to write that down. So Jerome is a Minecraft guy. Okay, yeah, I do a drawing at the end of every interview I do. So Minecraft, you got it. All right, man. Thank you very much. You got any questions for me while I'm on the interview here with you?
Yeah, well, a couple questions actually. I wanted to see. So I didn't realize that you had been uploading to YouTube, and I just found out recently, about a couple months ago. What got you started on that, and how was that transition from doing traditional television to YouTube now?
Yeah, that's a great question, man. What a good question. You know, my daughter at the time, I got on YouTube in August of 2015. And I got on it very, very non-seriously. My daughter said, you know, Dad, you should do a YouTube channel. I'm like, I don't have time for that. Because again, you got to remember the generation I come from. We were just doing television stuff, and I was working in TV. And to do an extra thing where I had to put a camera in front of my face and get editors and stuff, I'm like, that's just a whole nother thing. So we shot some really bad videos in my office at home. It was horrible lighting, and I talked about cartoons. We uploaded them, got a little bit of a response. And then I uploaded about a year later, sporadically uploaded. I had a young kid named Jace, my assistant at the time, great kid. He suggested, let's do a Danny Phantom 10 years later video. I drew 3 drawings of Danny Phantom and the gang 10 years later, and that video got like 4 million views.
Oh, wow.
So I was like, oh, maybe there's something to this. And so I started doing more. So we started taking it more seriously at that time. So I've been on since 2015, but only really seriously since about late 2016.
Okay, very cool. And then another question is, what was your main inspiration for some of your, I guess, most major pieces?
Oh, wow. Another good question. My main inspiration for like Fairly Odd Parents was I needed a job, number one. And
that's a great inspiration.
When you're working in Hollywood and don't have any money coming in and have a daughter and wife to support, you're like, well, I thought I would create a show, and I'd created other shows at the time. And pitching a show in Hollywood is a very challenging thing because there's only a certain number of networks only making a certain number of things. And the reward is huge if you can get a show on the network. It's like the pot of gold at the end of the rainbow is very nice, but it takes a lot to get to the end of the rainbow. And so it's just a matter of timing, the show idea. And so Fairly Odd Parents really came from, I needed a job, and I thought, I want to make a show about me. I was a kid who felt really powerless as a child. All the adults around me were interesting people. I'm like, if I just had more whatever. So I made a show about a little boy with power, and it was magic power. And I didn't want to give him the magic power because I thought that was too much like Superman. He could do anything. So I wanted to give his friends magic. He can only access it at certain times. So that's where Fairly Odd Parents kind of came.
You know what's interesting about that? And you mentioned it. I never thought about that dynamic. But if you had given Timmy the powers that he gets from his Fairly Odd Parents, it would turn a show, I guess, about a kid who, you know, it would change the entire dynamic of the show to more like a superhero. And
kind of, yeah, because like if you read, I'm a huge comic book fan. So like Superman comics are interesting because Superman can kind of do anything, right? He's very powerful. They had to give him kryptonite to limit him. But someone like Spider-Man is far more interesting because he's powerful, but not all powerful. And so like Timmy had all this power, but then he had magic friends who were complete morons who didn't use it right. And then he didn't access it at certain times. So yeah. And then Danny Phantom came out of the fact that I just love superheroes and I wanted to make my own. And really Danny Phantom came out of the name. I was trying to think of a really cool name, like Johnny Quest. I thought, what would be a cool action hero name? And I thought Danny Phantom is a very cool name. So it kind of built out the name on that.
Interesting. And now I do have a follow-up question, because now you told me you're a big comic book fan. Do you own any old comics?
Oh, I do. I own a lot of old comics. Well, the funny thing about me, I'm in my 50s now. And so, you know, I've got a lot of years of experience. I dragged a comic book collection around my house, around where I moved for years and years, all these comics, thinking someday I'm going to be a billionaire. And what I finally came to realize is I'm not going to be a billionaire because everybody is saving comic books now in plastic bags. And so nothing is rare anymore.
Yeah.
You make money off of the rare stuff. So like when The Death of Superman came out in the 90s, everybody bought 50 copies and bagged them. Like, we're going to make billions of dollars. It's like, no, now you've just made it a non-rare thing. So I basically have whittled my collection down to about 100 books that I know are rare. And I don't really have a huge collection anymore.
Oh, wow. Yeah, no, I actually started collecting because I fell in love with The Flash recently, especially a few years back due to the series that it was on Netflix, but I think it was originally on CW, maybe.
What, The Flash? Yeah, it was funny you were going to say that. I was just going to say the first comic book character I ever collected was The Flash, the DC comic.
Yeah.
The Flash, yeah.
That's so I started collecting them since then. And for I think it's the Silver Age Flash, so the ones that came out in like the 60s, not the 40s.
Yeah, the Barry Allen Flash, yeah.
Yeah, so the Barry Allen Flash. So I collected, I never got the first one. The first one's going for way too much money. But I got the second through the 6th edition and a few others as well. So like a 1963 one, the first one where he faced the Reverse Flash. 1961, the first one he faces Captain Cold. No, I love old comics, so.
Yeah, that's great. I mean, there's some great ones. And, you know, the early Spider-Man stuff is wonderful. And I love it. So I was really a DC guy for many, many years. And I still love DC Comics, but I've really become a Marvel guy in the last 20 years, especially since the movies have actually been good. Some very good movies. It's like, wow, because when I was younger, they couldn't make the movies because technology didn't exist. But now to see Iron Man be done in a real way and stuff like that's really, really cool.
No,
well,
very
dude,
cool.
I got any more questions? I'd love to answer some more, but it's okay if you can.
Sure, if you have time.
Of course I do. Yes, sir.
Okay, cool. I was going to ask you, what exactly got you into your career path? Like, what made you choose to become an artist full time? When did it become? Because I'm assuming, like most people, it was a hobby. You know, something like, for instance, like me, I make videos. I made them as a hobby back in the day. And I'm assuming art might have been the same for you, although maybe not. When did that jump happen?
Interesting. Well, I'm from Michigan originally. So I'm from the Midwest, and I grew up in the 70s. And so all we had was really television and radio back then. No internet at all, not even close. Yeah. So the only way to really entertain yourself was through television. And I played a lot of Dungeons and Dragons too when that first came out. And I did draw a lot. I love to draw, and I found this amazing company called the Disney Company, of course. That I loved Walt Disney.
I think I've heard of them.
Have you heard of them? Yes. Not familiar. But I loved Disney, but I also loved Hanna-Barbera, TV animation and stuff. So I would just draw all the time. Yeah, you're right. It was a hobby. But then I realized, I'm going to get out of high school soon. I need to think of a career. And I thought, well, I'll just be an animator. And so I found this school called Cal Arts in Valencia, California, and ended up coming to Cal Arts. And I thought I was a good artist in my hometown of Michigan, but then when I got to like the major leagues, I realized I was nothing, and I had to like make a choice. Either I'm going to get better and compete, or I'm going to give up and go back home. So I chose to try and get better and compete. So anyway, long story short, I learned how to make it into a living at that point. And then, I would hop from TV studio to TV studio until I eventually sold my own shows. So I did that.
That's amazing. No, super
Yeah.
cool story.
No, very cool. And a lot of people, especially and someone like you, the reason I asked about business, people like me that are artists who actually draw. You're an artist too, but I'm a drawing artist. But like a lot of artists put the headphones in and they just want to go like this and just draw. And they don't want, like people who play video games, for example, just want to play video games and do nothing. But you've turned it into a business. And I encourage people to always look for opportunity no matter where they go. Especially
Exactly.
take the headphones out, put the pencil down, and start meeting people and learning where the opportunities are. Because listen, if you want to do this for the rest of your life, awesome, man. You can build an empire like this out of your creativity.
Exactly. Yeah. No, it's definitely all about that. Like when I talk to some YouTubers that are just starting out, I always try to push long-term ideas into their head, because some of them don't realize, they think it's something that, oh, I can just do this now and, make a little bit of money, pay some bills. And I'm like, but the vision's bigger. There's something bigger there,
Totally.
And sometimes they just need to push in the right direction to really understand that and know even how to do that. It's strange. I got lucky that I was at the beginning of the industry, so I was able to exist in it while it developed, and I just kind of followed the wave, if you will. But for people starting,
but you use your talent and your passion to make a business out of it, and now you're teaching other people how to do it too, which is what I really encourage people to do, is teach others what you do well, and it's awesome, man. I'm so proud of you.
No, thank you. And I like I said, I was just kind of shocked when I saw the email come through. I was just shocked. I was like, wait a minute, does he really want to like interview me? I was like, he's the big guy here.
No, but it's funny though. It's like I have the gentleman you met who set up the call, the young guy who works for me. He was like, we should work with some of these YouTubers that do video games. I'm like, heck yeah, let's do it. I'm not going to say no to that, because it's a great idea, and you guys have such a great fan base, and I want to meet that fan base as well, because I love video games myself. I just don't have time to play them anymore, and I love meeting people like you, and especially people that are creative. So it's been an honor to meet you, and I'm going to do that drawing for you and send it to you. You as a Minecraft guy, and I'm going to draw that right now at the end of the interview. Cool with that?
Yeah, no, it sounds great. Thank you. Thank you. I can't wait to see it.
You're welcome, man. Hey, Jerome, thank you for being on. I really appreciate it. I'd love to get together in person once we can get out of our houses again. I'd love to have you on my channel. I think it'd be great. Would you want to come on?
Absolutely. Yeah. Where are you based out of? California?
I'm in California, but we can meet somewhere halfway or do something. We'll figure it out.
I'm out in, I guess I shouldn't say I'm out there all the time now, because I don't know what the future looks like, but in the past I would come out there multiple times a year for work. So I will definitely be there at some point soon.
Oh, great. If you get out to LA, let me know. We'll definitely do something. Okay.
All right, let's do it.
All right, man. Have a great one. Thanks a lot, Jerome.
Yeah, you too. Thank you.
ASF Jerome, what an awesome guy, man. What a nice guy. What a sweet guy. And I love seeing, it's great when the nice guys win, and seeing how passionate he is about what he does and how he treats his staff, and just how energetic he is. And he even asked me questions, which was really cool. But I am so honored that he came on the channel. Thank you, ASF Jerome. And guys, go check out his channel. We will, of course, put a link down below. You probably already know it. And I promised I'd do him a drawing. So let's go right now to my drawing for ASF Jerome. Okay, here we go. We're going to draw for ASF Jerome, a Minecraft character, him as a Minecraft guy, and I think the best way to do it is to draw his avatar, kind of that Chewbacca character with the tie. I think it'd be kind of fun to do that. So here we go. This is for you, Jerome. All right, so his avatar obviously has a very blocky head, but he's furry. So we're going to kind of go like this and give him some fur on the upper edges up there, and then kind of come down with more fur. I'm kind of keeping the image of a block in my head. Blockhead, did I just say that? Yes, I did. Okay, so we're gonna go down, here we go. And let's see. Yeah, so there we go. And he's got this real fun little face with his mustache. I've never really had a mustache. I was always like, nah, I gotta be clean shaven. Big smile on this guy. He's got like these Ewok eyes. They're just like these black kind of eyes like this. Again, basic shapes, circles. You know, guys, I'm using materials here that don't cost a lot of money. I'm just using a real simple marker and some newsprint. You can do it too. You don't need to be a millionaire to be an artist. I would like to see you become a millionaire because you are an artist. That'd be a great reward for me, to see you succeed at what you want to do. There we go, and he's got 4 teeth in the front right there, and then just some cool, very like dog teeth in the bottom. His little tongue is in there, and he's got these black lips, like the lips come out a little bit more. Love that marker sound, don't you? You don't get that marker sound when you draw it digitally. All right, there we go. Now, I didn't draw the axe. I got to draw a picture of his body here. So I'm going to put his little body, I'll make like a Fairly OddParents body on him. We'll do like a little tiny fairy body with the legs coming up. He's got a suit and tie on, right? He wears like a little tie like Cosmo. So I'm not drawing in color, but he has a red tie. And we'll draw like a little suit. Assuming he's got paws like a dog or a bear. And he wants, instead of a magic wand, we'll have him holding a Minecraft axe. Hopefully that's close enough. Please don't get mad at me, Minecraft people. All right, so this will be for Jerome. This is his avatar as a Minecraft guy with a Fairly OddParents body. It's a weird drawing. Jerome, I hope you like it. And I'm going to send you a drawing as well of maybe you as a Minecraft character, a specific one where I can get a little more detail and spend a little more time on it. But I hope you guys enjoy this. Don't, I got to sign my work too. Oh, don't forget to sign your work. All right, did you like my interview with ASF Jerome? What did you think? What a nice guy, and thank you so much again, Jerome, for being on. What did you learn from him? Did you learn that you guys can actually have some success as well doing what you love? I hope you did, because that's what I think is awesome. Doing what you love and working at it, it's not even work. If you love what you do, it's not work. Let me ask you this question. What does someone not have to pay you to do? What does someone not have to pay you to do? That's what you want to do for a living. If you do it all the time, and no one's paying you, that's what you want to do for a living. So if you can work your life to a point where you can do that for a living, man, that's awesome. Like me, I loved to draw cartoons when I was a kid, and I got to do it for a living. It was a great, great blessing and an honor to do it, and I still do it, and I love it. So hopefully you guys got something out of that interview. Who do you want to see me interview on the next episode of Toona? Who should I bring on? Love talking to Jerome, video game people, TV people, movie people. Let me know. I'll do my best, put the feelers out. We'll get them on here, okay? All right, guys, thanks so much for watching, and don't forget, art gives you power. Use it wisely. Oh wait, one thing I forgot on this drawing. I forgot to add a crown. Fairly OddParents, gotta have the crown. Hey Heart fans, subscribe here to keep up with me, Danny, Timmy, Dudley, Bunsen, and the NOOG Network, my new app full of cartoons, shows, and games. Download it here. Click over here to watch my most recent video, and here to start a playlist related to this video. Whoa, check out that awesome fan art. To be featured here, use hashtag HeartFanArt and tag me. I'm on every social media platform known to man. Cartoon Butch out. Pencil drop.